Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. A big warm welcome if you are new. So we're going to be kicking off the new autumn crafts. The majority voted it in the community tab, so here we are. I'm going to be using some Poundland stuff, which is basically like our Dollar Tree, starting with a cocktail bowl. So this is plastic, but that doesn't matter. And then I'm going to be using some moss. We're going to line the bottom of our bowl with some moss. So this is a moss that I'm using. It's just natural moss. I find it in the park or around my garden, and I just pick it up. Sometimes it comes with the soil, so I'm just getting rid of a little bit of that. Then on top of that, I'm going to be using some straw. I actually got the straw from a pet shop. So this is how the jar looks at the moment. Just got a little bit, not too much moss in there. And then I'm going to scatter my straw. I'm going to cut these because it's a little bit too long. So I'm just going to grab my scissors. Next, I'm taking this thrifted miniature wagon and I'm going to put some straw inside there. That's better. And then I'm going to cut off all of these little strays that are making it a bit too unneat. That's decent. I'm taking these little miniature, they're like, I don't know what they are exactly actually. I think they're dried fruit and they look like little miniature pumpkins. I can't remember what they were called, but I have used these over and over again and I just keep buying them because they're too cute. So I'm placing them inside my wagon, just like this. Let's see a third one maybe. Yeah, okay. Then we're going to place that just in the center, like on the side. Let's just move this aside for now. I'm taking this scrap piece of paper that I had over from another project and these, but you can use, like you can just write this by hand, you can use a stamp, maybe even print it out, type it on some paper. These I've had for years, sometimes they don't work and they no longer sell these. So I'm just going to take my pencil and you just rub the lettering off. So I have to see what I've got the most letters of. I think it's this one here, if I can spell the entire word out. So I want to have pumpkin patch on the paper. And we're going to go with this one here, so just taking the transfer lettering and starting with the P for pumpkin. Going over the letters just like this. You can see all my previous ones. You can lift it up, have a look, that's transferred, so go on to the next letter. That's come out wonderfully, I think. And now I'm just going to cut it. Create a little miniature sign. You're going to take some sellotape or hot glue, whatever you want to use, and a toothpick. Turn your sign around, add the toothpick, and we're just going to attach that with this tape. Go and stick the sign right here and it should just stay, but you can add glue if you want because all the straw and the moss should hold it in place. I think I'm actually going to go over the miniature wagon because, I don't know, I think it's too colourful, it's not really matching everything. So I'm taking a Sharpie pen. I'm just going to go over the wheel, changing the colour. I feel like it didn't really look like a wagon when it was inside the bowl, so hopefully adding black on the wheels and a few other areas should resolve that. Oh, that looks much better already. Doesn't that look so much better so far? I've done the wheels, the handles and the bottoms there. I don't know if I should go more. I've got this colour here, gold. Should I do it all or leave it? I feel like I heard all of you scream through the screen, leave it! So that's what we're going to do. Hopefully that's what you all think anyway. So I'm going to leave the rest, and now I'm going to finish off by taking these. These are from the Halloween section, and I'm going to colour them in because I really don't like how they are. So I'm going to go with two colours. This colour here, if I've actually got enough of that. Don't think I do. Okay, that should be okay. And then just an orange colour. By the way, I don't recommend doing this. Just use some toothpicks or some barbecue skewers, something that's actually safer. So I'm actually going to use my hot air gun to try these. So I'm going to place these inside. I am going to need more, and I haven't done any orange ones yet, but let's just have a look. Just kind of trying to see how much I will need. So 1, 2, 3, maybe let's go with 3 or 4 more. I'm going to go with 2 orange ones, so let's get 2 more on these. Going to add the orange directly onto the pumpkin. So just place the pumpkins inside and manoeuvred them so that they don't move around that much. So kind of try to stick it within the straw you can see there. And then to add a bit of that autumn magic, I'm going to take these fairy lights. These are the bottle ones, and it is copper. So this colour here. So I decided to wrap the fairy lights across the top of the bowl. Now let's have a look at what it looks like finished. For the second project, you're going to take a piece of wood. This is a wood slice. I have used it for another project, so you can see a little bit of the hot glue left over, but just ignore that. We're going to be using some reindeer masks, and you can get these in different colours. So I've got a pink, I've also got this lovely shade. I thought these are going to be perfect for autumn. I did get a yellow and an orange, but I think they're a little bit too out there, at least for this project, so I'm going to just stick with these 3 colours. And I'm going to use this mushroom that I got from Poundland, and we're going to stick that. You can do it in the centre, but I'm going to just have it on the side there. And you can stick it down. I'm probably not going to, just so I can reuse it. And I think I'm going to start with the pink moss actually. So let's glue that in place. Get some of this beautiful shade. Take a little bit of the green one. Go for a bit of pink at the back. I'm just covering all of my wood. I've got these, so these are little squirrels, and where's the other one gone? There it is. So I'm going to have one on the actual toadstool, like that. We're going to have the other one just sitting here. And then I also have these little hedgehogs. I'm trying to go with autumn animals. And just get creative with pieces of nature. I always love bringing nature into my projects because it's free and it looks just beautiful. I do love nature. We'll add the hedgehog onto there. I'm going to take just one of these and stick that down. And then I'm going to be using this wind chime decoration. This is from Outdoor Tide. I will link them. And I'm going to open this ring up and use this part here. It's really easy to just separate. I do like using jewellery and pieces of decorations like this. I think I'm going to glue that right here. I'm just going to add the glue to the moss itself. And we'll lean that up against the toadstool. Let's go with a pine cone. And I've also got this faux acorn that I'm going to stick in. I'm taking these miniature flowers just to finish off. Flower heads, and I'm placing that one on the branch, and this is in a lovely peach sort of colour, so I thought that looks okay for autumn. For the third and final DIY, I'm going to be making a wreath, and I'm going to be using these mushrooms. They're glittery as you can see, so I don't like that. So I'm going to be painting them again using this tester pot. There's not much to it, but I kind of want to mix it. Yeah, I want to mix the colour, so I'm going to add a bit of red. So these mushrooms I actually got from Poundland as well. That's so much better. I don't know why everything has to be glittery. Why? I do like glitter, but I don't tend to like it on like things that you buy. I like to just apply it wherever I need and want. That's much better. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to do all three. I was going to paint the stems, but I don't think the stems need painting. They're glittery as well, but it's not too bad. Got a bit of paint on that. Whoopsie, I have to stick it the other way. Look at what a lovely colour that's come out. Really happy with that. We'll do the speckles later. I'm going to remove, this is how it comes. I'm going to remove the platform. This one's fallen apart. I let my niece and nephew come into my craft room. Well, they kind of went in there without me knowing. And then when I came back into my craft room after everyone had left, I saw that a few things were broken. This was one of them. So hopefully I can put it back together because I do need 3 and they don't sell these anymore. And you know, I really love drying these with the hot air gun. It actually leaves a texture which works for the mushrooms and the pumpkins before. Okay, so we need to rescue this mushroom. Let me just try and put it back together. Okay, that seems like that goes there. Let's add a bit of hot glue. It's not going to stick very well because it's foam, but hopefully it does something. So it's broken in half. Hopefully I can just stick it with the half that's on there because sticking it on isn't working out. I'm going to grab my moss, and the wreath I'm using is only a few pence. It's off Zedil. I always get a huge amount of stuff from Zedil. I'll leave an image here, you can see. It's all under £1, so many things on there. I'm taking my glue and I'm going to add the moss. I'm not going to cover the whole thing, I'm just going to add a little bit here and there. Let's have a look. A little bit here. So I'm preparing my hot glue. I'm placing a small amount on my moss and then taking a mushroom and we're going to hold that in place. And then taking the smaller one and the third one, let's stick it here. We're going to go back to using this beautiful wind chime I got from Outdoor Tide, and I'm just going to open, can you see the little hoops there? I'm going to open that up. Thought I might need my pliers, but managed to do it. I might actually need my pliers to cut it to size because I think that's too long. I want it just to dangle in the middle. I might add 2 more on the sides there, so I do need to cut this. Just take your pliers and you're going to turn your wreath around, place your hot glue at the back, be careful with your fingers, and let's just make sure that's the right way, and I'm going to just dangle the gold bit, hold it in place, just turning it around, making sure it's in the centre. Thankfully I've got enough, so I'm going to take 2 more off to have them dangling on either side. For the other 2 though, I'm going to, instead of taking the whole piece off like I did with that first one, I'm going to take it off in the middle because they're going to need to be smaller. So opening the little jump ring, taking a crystal, so I'm taking my glue again and I'm placing it around here. I'm trying to centre it all. And then holding that into place. And we're going to do the other side so that we've got, like I mentioned, 3 in total. So I'm turning it around, just making sure I'm happy. And then I'm going to do the other side. There's our final one. Now I've got one final thing to do, and that's to add some white dots on our mushroom. So I'm taking my dotting tool and my white acrylic paint. This is the side I'm going to use. It's got like a little ball on there. I'm pushing the paint up. So this is our final project for today. Definitely let me know your favourite. I think mine might be my wreath, and then the second DIY, and then possibly the first being my last. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!